What's up everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be learning a song called A Reason to Dance by All Nations Worship. This song was actually a suggestion in one of the comments on a videos on my channel. I'm going to try to make an effort to do the songs that you guys leave as suggestions in the comments. So if you do have a song that you want me to cover, feel free to leave a comment and I will see if I can get to it. I'm going to try to get to as many of these as I can. Alright, so I'm going to play the song all the way through, and then at the end I'm going to break down some of the chords and the runs that might be in the song. So here we go. So this is a super fun song to play. Once again, A Reason to Dance. This is a key of D flat. So 5 flats. So we have several progressions going on. The first one is A flat, B flat minor, A flat over C, D flat over F, and then a G flat chord. So these 6 chords is a big majority of the song, and so you'll want to be able to play this in different inversions if you can. One thing you could do to practice a progression like this is, a lot of times what happens is the melody and the bass are a third apart. So you could practice your scales in thirds, right? Or you could practice octaves, thirds for your scales, because that's a lot of what this is. Even if you just did that, it really is the sort of like the fundamental part of the song. And then if you can add some other color in there, it's just like icing on the cake. So that's the first intro progression, and then you have the verse. He became sin. It's just on a D flat chord, that we might, A flat over C, G flat over B flat, his righteousness. So that is so D flat, B flat, D flat, A flat, D flat, F, D flat, E flat, D flat, D flat. So just like a little fill. The aux keys actually does it, but you could do it as well on the piano. Then we got the pre-chorus. The lamb that was slain. Da, 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 da. So G flat to D flat, same thing. And sin has lost its grip on. Actually goes to B flat minor, A flat, hallelujah, A flat over C, G flat, he's alive, D flat over F, hallelujah, G flat major 9, he's alive, and it goes back into the same thing. And the interlude in the chorus gave me a reason to dance. And then the second verse does something a little different. You have this part. So the chord progression is D flat, B flat minor, A flat, G flat. But it's very rhythmic. So you could do something like this for the D flat chord, or something like this for D flat add 2. And then the bass line is, who knew no sin, we might. So then it goes to B flat minor chord, which you could do like a D flat on the top. And then same rhythm and same little motif. B flat, C, D flat, and then an A flat, B flat, C, G flat, A flat, B flat. Body was broken, our transgressions. So it's a cool little groove that switches it up from that first verse. Then the pre-chorus is that starts the same. The lamb that was slain rose in victory. And I kind of highlight that melody. Rose in victory. So that has another little melody there. D flat, E flat, F, C, D flat, E flat. And since that day, sin has lost its grip on me. So that one is a little different. D flat, E flat, F, A flat, B flat, hallelujah. Same thing breaks down, and it's just really the bass actually. Now it's just kind of playing the chords along, but D flat, E flat minor, B flat minor, G flat, and it repeats and repeats until it gets to this part where it changes the progression on the Vamp. This one thing is the same as well. Then we're gonna switch it up. So it starts out sort of like the intro, but it switches. Instead of walking up to the 1 chord, it goes 5, 6, 1 over 3, 4, or A flat, B flat minor, D flat over F to a G flat major 7 chord. And then it does walk up. Basically every other time. So the first time, and that's the pattern right there. So on that walk up, we could just think about it in terms of, remember, we're basically playing our scale in thirds or tenths for D flat. So the bass line's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and then our right hand would be a third above that. On that walk up. And you could fill in, you know, I guess the full progression would be something like D flat over F, G flat, A flat, B flat minor, A flat over C, D flat on that walk up. And then there's one other little alternate chord progression that happens one time in the whole song. So right there, they did, instead of doing a typical 5 to 6, they did a 4 over 6 to a flat 7, and then a 1 to a 2 instead of a 3 to the 4. So they did the and so it's a little bit of a change right there on the, and the way I would voice that is like a G flat second inversion over a B flat, and then basically like a B add 2, and then a D flat to E flat minor chord, or a 1 to a 2, and that's basically it. So I'll play it in context once again. Here we go. And then at the end, they just end on the 4 chord. And it's like a 4 chord G flat, add 2, and it kind of ends abruptly. Your cue is when they go to the hey, hey, hey. And then you hit it right after the last hey. So, super fun song to play, and hopefully this helps out. Let me give you a little tip if you're a little bit new to songs like this that are maybe this complex, this many runs, is on the video. Basically, one great thing about YouTube is you can slow down the video. So you can go to 75%, you could go to half speed on some of these things, especially like when I'm playing it all the way through and there's something that you liked that I did possibly, you can actually slow it down and look at it in, you know, half speed. That way it might be a little bit easier for you to break it down. So feel free to rewatch the video, of course, and that kind of stuff. I try not to repeat myself too often because I know YouTube has a feature where, of course, you can slow it down. You could obviously repeat it, and so hopefully you get the best value out of these videos. If you like this video, give it a good thumbs up. Feel free to also subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that way you're notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.